It's a lovely day today, and you're onto Memories TV, and this is Newspoint. But first, the top stories. President Bola Tinubu congratulates United Kingdom Labour leader Starmer on poll victory. Federal government to transition from asphalt to concrete in road construction. On the foreign scene, Keir Starmer officially appointed United Kingdom Prime Minister. In the world of sport, Samuel Eto'o fined $200,000 for breach of football ethics. Details of these and other stories coming up in a moment. I am Ofonisa Basi Jensen. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu today congratulated Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, on the victory of his party in the United Kingdom general election. Chief Ejiri Ngelale, the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, said in a statement that as a former leader of the opposition in Nigeria, Tinubu noted the determination and courage demonstrated by Starmer throughout his years in the opposition and as the leader of the Labour Party. Starmer emerged winner of the United Kingdom general election and is set to become the next Prime Minister of the country. Rishi Sunak, the outgoing Conservative Prime Minister, who has already concealed defeat, said he will step down as leader of the Conservative Party before tendering his resignation letter to the King, a symbol of dignity and peace. Meanwhile, the federal government said its plan to transition from asphalt to concrete in the construction of highways across the country. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, said this when he led federal legislators and top government officials on a tour of a plant of Camsteel Integrated Company Limited in Jimba Oja, a Felodo local government area of Kwara State. The minister said that 70% of federal highways are being designed on concrete to elongate their lifespan after construction and commissioning for public use. Umahi directed contractors working on the federal government's construction project to patronize top-class local manufacturers for construction materials. He noted that the patronage of local manufacturers will help provide jobs, generate revenue for the government, help minimize the insatiable quest for foreign products at the expense of locally made materials, and in turn safeguard the nation's currency. The federal government has again said no fewer than 21 local government areas in the 10 states and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja have been submerged by flood as a result of torrential rainfall in the past days. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Engineer Joseph Osef, who made this known at a briefing in Abuja, said some states had started experiencing varying levels of flooding and its associated disasters as early as April in 2024. Engineer Yusuf noted that most of the flood incidents recorded so far were flash and urban floods resulting from high rainfall intensities of long duration and poor and blocked drainage systems. Before now, the minister had in April 2024 presented the 2024 Annual Flood Outlook AFO by the Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency (NESA), which showed that 148 local government areas in 31 states fall within the high flood risk, while 249 local government areas fell within the moderate flood risk areas, with the remaining 337 local government areas falling under the low flood risk areas. The Senate has extended the deadline given to the committee probing the 30 trillion naira ways and means secured by the federal government from the Central Bank of Nigeria under Godwin Emefiele. The extension was granted following a request by the chairman of the panel, Senator Issa Jibrin of Kogi East, yesterday. At the inauguration of the panel on March 11, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio had given the 17-member panel 6 weeks to probe the ways and means. The panel resumed physical meetings on Tuesday after receiving more documents from the Office of the Accountant General. News Points continues shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned to Newspoint on Memories TV. And now to the rest of the news. On the foreign scene, Britain's head of state, King Charles III, has officially appointed Labour leader Keir Starmer as Prime Minister today during an audience at the Buckingham Palace. A photograph released by the palace showed the monarch shaking hands with Starmer, whose party won a landslide election victory. The king earlier accepted the resignation of the Conservative leader Rishi Sunak, and according to a statement from the palace, the king received in audience the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer, MP, today and requested him to form a new administration.
We did it! You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now.
Keir Starmer became Britain's new Prime Minister as his centre-left opposition Labour Party swept to a landslide general election victory, which ends 14 years of right-wing Conservative rule. In the world of sports, African football's governing body has fined Samuel Eto'o, the president of the Cameroonian Football Federation, $200,000 for an ethics breach, but found insufficient evidence to pursue a charge related to allegations of match fixing. The Confederation of African Football opened an investigation into Eto'o's conduct in August last year after receiving written statements from several Cameroonian football stakeholders. A disciplinary panel found external that the four-time African Footballer of the Year had seriously violated the principles of ethics, integrity, and sportsmanship of CAF by signing a contract to be an ambassador for betting company 1xBet. Eto'o's lawyers have, however, said they will appeal against the verdict. To end the news, a recap of the top stories. President Bola Tinubu today congratulated Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, on the victory of his party in the United Kingdom general election. The federal government says its plan to transition from asphalt to concrete in the construction of highways across the country. On the foreign scene, we told you that Britain's head of state, King Charles III, has officially appointed Labour leader Keir Starmer as Prime Minister today during an audience at Buckingham Palace. And in the world of sport, we also told you that African football's governing body has fined Samuel Eto'o, the president of the Cameroonian Football Federation, $200,000 for an ethics breach, but found insufficient evidence to pursue a charge related to allegations of match fixing. That's it on Newspoint today. For views, comments, and coverage of your newsworthy events, and even your general event coverage, you can call us on 0909 000 0581. I am Ofonisa Basi Johnson. Do enjoy the rest of your day.